I did something I'm not proud of. So, uh, do you know how I made the comment to Crumpet about how I'm entering a quote Coomer arc? So, I was hanging out with Gamori and Crumpet and Ekon and some other people doing like a Friends Plus thing, and too many people started joining in, and I was like, all right, this is too much for me. I gotta go. I'm about to sign off, and uh, as I do, or as I have been, I wanted to check out my DJing avatar in the mirror for a second. So I go to my homeworld, I turn on the mirror, and I check it out for a sec. Now, what's very important about this last detail is I did not realize that my door was wide open and behind me. And lo and behold, somebody was knocking on the door to tell me that the door was open. I would like to announce that my Kumark has officially ended. That is all. Fucked up day. Actually, what a fucked up day. I was in a good mood. I ruined it. I actually ruined it. What are you up to? Just chilling. Are you going to the big game? The big ranked game night? Let's go. No, maybe. I keep missing it because I keep falling asleep. I'm always like, I'll take a nap, and that nap turns into like 6 hours. And I miss it. I'm actually so tilted. I've missed like the last couple. Yeah. And it's like, what the fuck? I know I'm gonna fall out of relevance. People aren't gonna spam booba anymore. Oh, what a fucked up. I know. Is it bad that I kind of miss the booba spam? All it is Borpa now, and I'm not about it. I'm just listen. Borpa is too fucked up. It's too fucked up. I can't. Like like Borpa spin, Borpa arrive, Borpa leave. Like it's actually jacked up. I can't. Booba. It's listen. Booba was better. Okay. Booba was tolerable. It was comedic. People actually made stuff for it. But like Borpa, you can't do anything with it. You have to leave it as is. It's already fucked up. You can't make it more fucked up and be like, oh, look at me. You know, like it's gotta stay as is. And if it gets better, that's even worse. So it can't get better. It can't get worse. It has to stay the exact same. At least with Booba, you can do like, derivatives of it. Yeah, it's. I'll try and stay up for it tonight because I do want to go. I gotta not lose this time. Dude, I was so mad. I actually did good. I actually did good that time too. I carried a little bit, and fucking we still lost by a very large margin because Crumpet couldn't figure out that a fucking apple was not a vegetable. Yeah, I know. It was yeah. I just, I just it was a whole mess. It was a whole mess, and I don't want to be a part of it. actually, something else. Yesterday, I was showing my sister's fiance Twitch and stuff, and I was trying to explain uh, like where like our section of Twitch and stuff, and I was trying to explain like mutes in general, and and I showed him. He was like, I don't get it. I'm like, they're wholesome for the most part. Like some are really like ooh, but then some are like super wholesome and do like cozy things, and it's just fun to watch. It's like the literal interpretation of white people happy, when you see them. And then I had to explain what white people happy was. But like he was like, well, like what's an example of like really really like degen? And so I showed him someone, and then like, well, what's like the opposite spectrum? What's like really wholesome? And then I was like, oh, I know the perfect person. So then I showed you, I showed I showed him one of your VODs, and it was you playing golf, and I was like, look, he's playing golf. He's like, okay. I was like, yeah, but like, look, she's just walking around very calmly, and look what she's saying in the subtitles. She's like, oh, I missed, sad face. Oh, this hole is so annoying. I'm like, look, it's wholesome. It's got comfy music playing. She's being wholesome. She's walking around calm. Like she's literally like just skipping around. I was like, listen. When people walk, they don't look like that. That's true walking. She's RP walking, and then I had to explain what RP walking was. There was a lot of explanations because he doesn't really understand Twitch that much. But it was like, but I was like sitting there, like actually being excited. I was like, oh my god, look, see, look, this is so wholesome. This is, I was white people happy, and he was like, dude, you're fucking weird. Yeah. It was an interesting conversation. And then he was like, so what was the point of this? And then I showed him my Twitch analytics, and he's like, oh yeah, you should do that more. Yeah, I know. I started streaming. It was the first month was pretty good, if I do say so myself. A lot of people give subs. Dude, it hits different when you see a sub or like an emote that you made appear somewhere. Like unironically. Yeah, I know. Yeah, people were spamming bully hearts in Crumpet's chat, and I was just like, that's me, Smile. That's me. Yeah, I know. So much so that I ended up commissioning 6 more, and it took a really big chunk out of my bank account. Because the first set did, and I was like, oh, but I was like, but they need to look good. I want them to look good. I want people to be like, look at that. You know, yeah, and so it was like, I think it was like close to $200 for 6 emotes. I was like, ah, because well, it was like $35 an emote, but then at the very end, because it was like a Fiverr commission and stuff, they're like, do you want to tip the person? And oh fuck, I'm trapped. I can't. Oh god, what do I do? What do I do? Oh no. I was like, do I do it? Do I not? Like, what? Like, like I already put a lot of money into this. Do I tip? Like, so then I just put the max amount that you could, which is $40. It was like 30% tip or something. And the person messaged me back and was like, yo, what the fuck is this fat tip for? And I was like, fuck, I ruined it. I did too much. Like I yeah. Because I didn't know what to do, and I was just like, just here, just take my money. You know? And so they were very, very excited to see me again. And now I think I'm committed to dropping another $40 tip. because I did it before and now it feels like I'm expected. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I felt pressured. I pressured myself into doing it. It's like whenever I go to the sushi place, it was like it used to be by my old work, and I'd go there like for like lunch and stuff all the time. And it got to a point where they would see me and or they'd see me like a lot, and I'd like basically I'd only get like like two rolls and some like miso soup, but like I would literally give them like $10 tips every time I went in, and it got to a point where they were always so happy to see me and stuff, and whenever I'd show up uh, they'd be like, "Oh, come here," and like the old lady would like give me. She was like a Korean lady, and she would like waddle up and she'd give me a hug, and I'd be like, "I feel so welcome here." But then I was like, "Wait, are they just doing this because I give them fat tips?" Yeah. And then I found out the owner was particular to Starbucks blonde roast, and so every so often I would bring him a bag of beans and stuff because I get them for free, and so I would like bring him that every so often. And it got to a point where if I came in and I sat down, they're like, "Oh, you should try this. Don't worry, it's on house." And I was like, "Oh, sweet." And then I started bringing friends, and then they would always like give us free shit. And I'd be like, "See, they like me here." I'm like, "Listen, here at this sushi place, I'm kind of a big deal." Yeah. And they'd give me like they'd give me like free like I'd always get free miso soup, and sometimes they would give us like their like deep fried vegetables and stuff, and then like if it was like a really slow day or something, and I was sitting at the bar, the guy that was making like the rolls and stuff, he'd be like, "Yo, I'm just messing around here. Try this roll. Tell me what you think." And they'd also give me like homemade kimchi, which wasn't on the menu. It was just stuff that they were making in the back. Which I'm not a fan of kimchi, but I would always eat it out of respect. And sometimes I'd feel the crunch, and I'd be like, yeah, it was, yeah. Like I'd feel the crunch, and I'd be like, because I wouldn't be expecting it. But like I'd still like have to like power through it. It was. um, I'm not sure what it was specifically because it was like it might have been. Well, kimchi is like pickled stuff, right? Essentially, but it's like sweet pickled. Yeah. So I'm sure some of it was pickles or like cucumber because the cucumbers. Yeah. But yeah, like it was like that stuff, and I was just like, I've never tried this before. Um, and then one of my friends, I took her there, and she was like, wow, these people really like you. How do I like pay respect to them? And I was like, well, normally you'd say like, like thank you for the food. And she's like, yeah, but like, what nationality are they? And like, at first, I thought that they were Japanese because sushi place, Asian looking person. Like, it's a good bet. Turns out it's not a good bet, and it also turns out saying "Gochisho Shamadesta." I'm terrible at saying it, but they didn't understand what I was saying, and I like got up from the table, and I was like "Gochisho Shamadesta," and they were just like, "What?" And I was like, "Huh?" I'm like, "What'd you say?" I'm like, "I'm out of here." I fucking ejected myself out of that one, but turns out they were Korean, yeah, and I walked in one day and they were like, "Oh, hi, how are you?" And I was like, "Annyeonghaseyo," and they're like, "Oh, you learning Korean?" Like they were all happy and stuff. Yeah. So I told my friend, if you ever want to come with them, say it in Korean. Which also I learned that Koreans and Japanese have bad blood, apparently. So it probably was not the best idea to speak Japanese. Uh, yeah. Sorry, I'm just like ranting now. Or not ranting, but just like, just, I don't know, just, just coming, or saying whatever's coming to mind. Korean is actually kind of, I'm not gonna say not hard to learn, but it's like one of my friends, he like basically learned how to uh, read it in like a week, but even though he could read it, he couldn't understand what he was saying, kind of thing. Like he's like, yeah, I can read Korean, but I don't know what it translates to. And I was like, what the fuck? what use is that? You know, or at least what use is that here? Yeah, it's kind of like Japanese, where like the sentence structure is like all weird and stuff. And I like when you speak it, you have to be you have to put like the subject first rather than like afterwards, and it like kind of feels like like you're referring to yourself in the third person when you talk, because they have like feminine and masculine like words for certain things. Japanese is weird, and I'm so glad that they tolerate my English, you know, because I've been there a few times, and I'm glad everything has a subtitle essentially underneath. Like if you go to like any like metropolitan area, but if you don't speak English and you don't speak Japanese, you're fucked. You're like absolutely fucked. There's no way around it. I don't know if it does. I'd have to ask my friend. Um, if you had to pick a language, like a second language that you would just know, like poof, like right off the bat, what would it be? Do you know Italian? Hmm. Part of me, part of me really wants to learn Polish because my boyfriend speaks it, and because his family are like first generation immigrants and stuff, so they basically speak Polish like 24/7. And I don't want to go there. And their mom, his mom really just not like me. You know what I mean? She's like, what the fuck? Kurwa, whatever. What the fuck? And I just sit there like, totally. I just nod and smile. But, because I already got a lot of things going against me when I eventually meet them, and not being able to talk to them would, or sorry, being able to talk to them would probably significantly help. Oh yeah, I mean, I was kind of curious. You never go to the Saturday party nights, do you? No, not if it gets too freaky. I don't know. I think it's fun until it gets a little too real, and then it suddenly becomes not fun. I like, cause like I don't know. There's like a weird feeling, cause like half the people there to have fun, and then the other half are like to be like super degen, and then like there's no real I don't know how to word it. There's no real like consistency, so someone can come up to you with one mindset when you're having another mindset, like the other one, and when they try and like interact with you, you're like, I'm not cool with this kind of thing, and then yeah, and like something that was like a little weird, I guess. Uh, I want to be honest, I could not understand a single part of that thing that you just said. It was kind of all jumbled. Oh, you don't like DJ nights. Is wait, is really relationships frowned upon in the lobby? Like I know the whole thing about like it being like a work environment for a lot of people, and like dating in the work environment's not a great idea, but like isn't that a little weird? Because there's already still like a ton of successful couples that spawn from the lobby. Yeah, but they didn't leave because they were together. They left because they wanted to do different things. And not even like the same thing together. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think Rob's kind of reaching with that one. Because I think they would have just, yeah. Yeah. Wait, what do you mean it's make things difficult for you? Oh, sorry. To hear that. But yeah, it definitely sometimes feels like, yeah, like a job kind of thing. Like you don't want to talk to them because you don't want to like you don't want to get like emotionally invested in a lot of stuff, or like it's just too much, or you just don't feel like, oh, it's hard to have meaningful relationships. You know, I feel like that's definitely been like an issue with a lot of people lately. Like like this Saturday. I don't know. Okay, so this is just my own like personal observation, but like DJ seemed like he was like been really just kind of like in a shell, you know, in a shell. Yeah, yeah. And Saturday he unmuted for a little bit, and he was just like talking to people like just normally and stuff, and he felt really relaxed, you know, like he was kind of just like giggling when he was talking and stuff, and it was one of those things that you like see and you're like, oh, you know, like it felt like when I was looking at him before and I was like, yeah, they probably, you know, they probably weren't like real happy, and then you could like see them like genuinely having fun for a sec. You're like, oh, white people happy. You know, you're like, oh, Yeah, I think it definitely was like one of those things where they felt more comfortable because like it wasn't on stream and I guess nobody was really acting themselves or acting like they do in the lobby. You, does that make sense? Yeah. It's kind of like a weird. Yeah, and oh, actually, another thing was like there wasn't a projection on like how people. Cause you know how like when people talk to me sometimes they get all cutesy. They're like, "Oh my god, Firefox, look at you! Oh my god, look at you! So cute!" They do like the puppy dog kind of thing. Yeah, and I mean, personally, I think that would probably get old after a while. Sometimes I don't know. I feel like that it's like it was something you'd probably grow like numb to after a while. I don't know, like if they're like talking to other people like normally, and then they turn and look at you, and oh my God, Firefox, you're just so funny. Look at you, you're so funny. Like their sort of like attitude changes, I guess. What would you say? What would you say bugs you the most about it then? Not necessarily like being a mute itself, but just like the interactions, I guess. Like what turns you off to a conversation? They can always like DM stuff. Yeah. I don't know. I always make the joke like, oh, I don't know charades, or sign language and stuff because it's something that I'd like to learn, but also something where I feel like I don't have enough real life application. Yeah, like it would be something that I would only exclusively use like here. Sorry, I'm getting real like depressing now with this conversation. I didn't intend for this. I literally just wanted to tell you that I fucked up real bad and I left my door open and then I turned into this shit. The depression arc. stay quiet about stuff? Like if you're not like just constantly talking about things and you just letting your like thoughts kind of stew, they turn all negative. Is that what you're trying to say? I don't know. I couldn't read that fast. I'm sorry. It was just like a giant wall, and my brain just kind of went smooth for a second. Mm. Yeah, that's definitely true. I get that. That's why, like, when I try, well, I try to just never not stop talking, even if it's like something stupid's about to come out of my mouth. I'm like, as long as it's just noise, like I don't have to focus on like the awkward things, and that's why I've been like trying to like pick up like a lot more. Like I've been trying to talk more to people, and I've been trying to pick up like some hobbies. Yeah, which is why I got like a. I think I told you I recently got a 3D printer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it kind of like it. I have knowledge on how to do like with like models and stuff. So I was like, okay, I can like I'm not completely starting from scratch. I can like kind of hop in and get a feel for it and not feel like lost and then start like being like, well, you're just dumb. You can't figure this out. So it's working out, and I've made some pretty cool stuff so far, and um, I think also well, I think it was a weird excuse, but I think that's how I got in my Kumar arc is because like I wanted to do more with my model, and I wanted to make it look like better and better and better, and I'd see something that I'd like on somebody else, and I was like, I need to do that. Like I need to incorporate this, and then it just got like weird, I guess, because I started looking at like other people's models and what they had going on, and sort of like what I could incorporate and what I don't know what like how other people reacted to other people's avatars and stuff, and that eventually led me to I don't know, just looking very intently at like a body, or like the anatomy and stuff. It somehow gets lewd real quick. Yeah, yeah, and then you start looking at stuff for references, and then all of a sudden you have a hard drive full of very awkward looking pictures and drawings and stuff, and then your hard drive dies, and then you have to take it to a hard drive recovery place, and then that guy sees it, and then you have to explain, no, it's not for personal use, it's just for references. And then he pulls out a picture of a femboy getting dicked down, and you're like, I just don't know how to explain that one. You're like, you got me on that one. I just my brain went smooth for a second. It was a moment of weakness. I'm sorry. I don't know. It was just it was a real awkward thing because he opened it up like right in the middle of the store. And he's like, is this the kind of thing you want to save? And I was like, no, of course not. And then I promptly took my hard drive and left, and did the recovery thing myself because I learned that I thought I was safe because I was like, what's on there that's so bad? And then, yep, there was some bad stuff on there. You know? Oh yeah, no, no, he was like straight faced about it the whole time. He wasn't like he was just like, we got a ton of files, we got a ton of pictures. Like, what are you looking for? You looking for to save like a lot of pictures because there's a lot like there's stuff like this. Like he was complete like normal straight face, but me I was like bright red, and I was just like oh, you know, yeah. So it was, but um, but yeah, I realized it's definitely my obsession went weird for a second. Like a obsession with anatomy, and then it just turned lewd, and now I'm just full of coon. Yeah, yeah. Because I had to explain to one of my friends uh, what like the Coomer arc meant, and they're like, well, like, what do you want? Like, what do you want to do? You know? And I just kind of looked at them, and I was like, I just want to be passed around like the village bicycle, dude. I don't even know anymore. Like, I just want to go as deep as I can, and then just get over it. Like that meme where they just go, I just want to be happy. I don't want to be horny. Yeah. I think, well, this is on a slightly more serious note, but I think I blame my lack of hormones that I've been taking. 'Cause that's definitely played a big role into it. Basically, getting surged with waves of testosterone like a young teenage boy. And I can't just help it. They get, their body just reacts to stuff. You have no control. It's high school all over again. I don't want to be here anymore. I thought I went through it once and I didn't have to deal with it anymore, and now it's back. It's rearing its ugly head. But like basically some IRL stuff happened, and I was like in a like, depression about like hormones and stuff because I was like, well, what the fuck, dude? People still call me a man. People still like insult me, stuff at my workplace, and it's just like, why do I even bother? So I've been like, why? Like I became unmotivated to like take my hormones anymore because I was like, what's the point? What's the point if people are gonna be like super, super like mean to me? Yeah, like I mean, I definitely don't want to keep the way that I am right now. It's horrible. Like it's actually horrible. I think I'm more miserable now than I was before. So I'm gonna order them soon. Like order more. But like yeah, definitely my work has definitely put a toll on my my state or my attitude, I guess, towards that stuff. Yeah, like a couple days ago, uh, I was dealing with this guy, and I was like, I handed him the stuff, and he was like, "Thank you, sir." And I just look at him for a second. I'm like, "I'm not a sir." And he kind of looks at me and goes, "Ha ha, yes you are," and then leaves. And I was like, "What the fuck was that? What was the point? What the fuck?" You know. So there may or may not be security cam footage of me flipping him off as he's walking away. sadly, that happens at least like once or twice a week. And very daily where I have to like tell people like, hey, I'm not, like I'm not a sir. Like I don't even say like it's ma'am or call me a woman. I just say it's not sir. Like I try to be like the least aggressive as I can about it. And like I still catch flack. That's mostly because of my voice and stuff. And I try to like understand like yeah, like I don't sound any different. And it's not through lack of trying, that's for sure. Because I can kind of do the Coomer voice, which fucked me, by the way. This My Coomer voice actually fucked me because all anyone would ever want me to do was do the Coomer voice, and I thought in my head like, oh well, it's practicing a female voice, so if you keep practicing, you'll get better. Well, it turns out that the only thing I could say was things in a very sexual manner. Everything else sounded everything else sounded like very actually not even androgynous. It just sounded like an attempt kind of thing. But if I try to speak all slow, sexy, the yeah, then it worked out. Then it would be like it sounded more feminine. But that's all I could do. That's all I was like a one trick Andy. It was just like what the fuck. Yeah. Also my problem is like volume wise and stuff because when I do it to people, I like have to take my mic off and like put it really close to me, so it still sounds like normal.
So if I like try to talk to people like this, it doesn't like it's very close.
Compared to like normal, like where like normal talking volume and stuff. And my work is really loud, so when I talk to people, I have to like be like super. I have to talk kind of like this loud when I talk to people, and that doesn't work when you're trying to do a feminine voice, I guess. I don't even know what kind of voice I'd want, to be honest. Like, I don't know, maybe something kind of like Emma Stone, where it's like it's feminine, but it's like still like on the low side. That would be a pretty good one. I don't know. And actually, speaking of the like the trans thing, I wait, what? Us that like us? Wait, what? Wait, what? Hold on. What? Ooh. Actually, I was trying to talk to Iron about that because you know she recently made that announcement, and I really wanted to like have that sort of heart-to-heart discussion because I kind of had a discussion with him that was relatively like that on New Year's, but that was just like him. That was me telling them about like some of my experiences and stuff, and sort of like where my headspace is at, and what what my almost like my day to day and stuff. And that was just from like a point of him. Fuck, I'm terrible at this. I'm actually terrible at this. I'm literally the worst. Okay, telling her that you know like just how I see things, I guess, like my perspective on stuff. But that was from more like the point of getting her to understand, like, or like not understand, but like not understand, not sympathize, but in a way that they could like they could like translate it for themselves, like or find like similarities and stuff. And I guess that conversation really like stuck with them for a while, and I wanted to talk to them because I kind of saw it coming. It wasn't, it's not rocket science to see where that went. You know what I mean? Or it wasn't like a big kind of. It wasn't like I guess I wasn't surprised about it, but like I really wish I could have talked to her from a perspective of like, oh, this is something that you're like going to do. Let me, like there's a bit more things that you should probably know about, beforehand, or things that I wish I knew going in, or like things you have to accept and stuff. And he's definitely, oh, like what? Just there's a lot of things that you got to give up that you didn't think that you had to give up. Yeah. And there's a lot of things that like you feel like because you're going through this, like you don't deserve it anymore. Like there's certain things, and like relationships is a big one, where it's like after a while you just kind of feel like, or at least in my experience, I felt like it wasn't gonna happen for me. Like I didn't deserve it. Yeah, like I was like, listen, I'm too much baggage, for any sane person, and and anyone who would be willing to like willingly accept this sort of thing right off the bat, I would already be like sus about. And I don't know, it was just one of those things where I had to sort of figure out that like a lot of people who would give you attention like have ulterior motives, and are often like if somebody was looking at you in a sexual way, then there could have been a small chance, in my case a fairly large chance, they were just looking at you as a sexual curiosity and not as you as a person. And that sort of like feeling of being used is something I would have wish I wouldn't have been so naive about. If that makes sense. Yeah. And like I don't know, just like because they're kind of in the same boat, where it's like this is their like job, this is their workplace, and as far as their workplace is concerned, people are pretty okay with it, like people are pretty supportive. I didn't think for a second, that people would take it in a bad way. or at least his audience. You know what I mean? Fuck, dude, I'm actually so bad at this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm literally the worst. I'm like a big hypocrite. And like his fuck, her parents are like very supportive about it, or at least to my knowledge and the stories that that they've shared and stuff. Because I remember a story where they were saying like their mom like took them to the side and was like, "Honey, if you want to be a girl, it's totally fine. We love you no matter what, you know." And I'm like, "Mom, I'm a boy. I'm just a fanboy, okay?" You know. Yeah. And like his, oh god, dude, her mom's a real like wingman, you know. Because I remember a story where it was like they were at a cheesecake factory and there was this guy waiter that Iron was definitely looking up, like looking up and down, and she's like, "Hey, do you want me to try and get his number? Do you want me to bring him over here? Like, he's totally cute. He's totally your type, right?" And it's just like the thing where you're like, "Mom, stop!" Yeah. And I don't know. It was one of those things where I was like, why do you feel like you need to be afraid? Like you're literally you're in such a lucky like environment, you know. Like I know the reasons why you would be afraid because it's still like a genuine fear, you know. But like as yeah, like as far as like rolling the dice on how well it turned out, like in terms of most people's situations, like just got it pretty lucky. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, and like I wanted most people's. I wanted to tell her like not everyone gets it like that, and take it while you can because the world is still pretty cruel. And like I've never talked about this really to anyone, but like when I started out, uh, the place I worked at was a very like masculine environment. It was at like an automotive repair shop, and I just remember my boss one time they were giving an estimate to a customer, and they got their thing and they left, and he's like, "Hey, did you see that person?" I was like, "What?" I mean, I noticed that they were there. What about it? And he goes, "That was a man," and I was like, "Okay, I didn't really I wasn't looking, I guess." Like, no, it was one of them tranny people, like the whole 9 yards, right? And he's he's like people like that, they need to be shot and put in the ground. And I was like, whoa. But of course, that was like in my head. I couldn't have been like, dude, what the fuck, Yeah. And he's telling that to me, and I'm just like, I don't want to work here anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah. Luckily, I don't work there, but I was having that. Like, that's what I had to deal with. Was my boss making off the cuff remarks like that, and I'm supposed to be like, true, man, true. You know what? That's the truest statement I've ever heard. Like that was yeah, and like that was at the same time like that kind of comment, like those kind of comments are being made while I'm sneaking off on my lunch break to go see a gender therapist that I could not afford. Mind you, it was extremely expensive, so that I could actually have a written diagnosis so that I wouldn't be so deathly afraid of being disowned by my parents when I told them. Like I had to go. Yeah, I had to go see a gender therapist for like 5 months before they wrote me a letter of recommendation to start hormones and stuff. And I had to use that as like a sort of like crux to tell my parents like, hey, this isn't like a phase. this is like an actual like thing that's wrong with me, and I sought professional help to try and make sure that this was a real thing and not feelings, and I don't want to hurt myself anymore, so I want to try and fix myself, and this is the only real way that I know how. You know what I mean? Yeah, and so that was not a great part of my life where I'm sneaking off of my lunch break, and they'd be like, "Why the fuck you always late after coming back from lunch? Don't you care about your fucking job?" I'm like, I do. Like, well, what are you doing, just dicking around out there? And I'm just like, I can't tell them. I can't tell them. Yeah. That's true. Robert's pretty good about that. So is Crumpet. Like whenever I'm world hopping with Crumpet, somebody like refers to me as a guy. He stops whatever he's doing. He goes, "She." Or like Vincent. Vincent will do it too, but Vincent does it in his Vincent way, and he goes, excuse me, but that's a she. You idiot. And it's cute, when he does it. Yeah. Check your pronouns, idiot. Yeah. That's true. I feel bad that Crumpet gets a lot more hate, than than is like even like because you know how like you kind of have like a level of expectation. You're like, okay, I'm probably gonna like catch flack for just in general, but like he gets like way more flack, and it's not fair, you know. There's like a level of like unfortunately there's a level of tolerance for that sort of stuff, and it's just and his level is like really high to begin with, and it still like goes beyond that. It's like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? That's true because people are jealous of him. Haters want to be him. Yeah. People want to be that, as confident as he is. Did you just try and say Phil like multiple times and it just wouldn't come out right? The struggle. Yeah, it's definitely. He's. Yeah. I always want to like check in on him, but then I always feel like bad if like I feel like I'm just like bugging him sometimes. 'Cause like I'll just like message him and stuff, and I'll be like, I hope everything's doing all right. But I'm sure he gets that a lot from like other people too, and it makes me feel bad that like I can't do like much else. Put him on a pedestal. That's true. I was really afraid to talk to Crumpet for the longest time because I fucked up real bad my first interaction with him. Well, I say fucked up, but more like from my perspective, I guess, because when I first like okay, so when I first uh discovered Crumpet and stuff, it was the wedding night. I had just speaking of trans stuff, I had just started recovering from my FFS surgery. Yeah, and so I'm like laying in my bed, just totally just zooted out on painkillers and stuff, because they had to do the big old incision across my head and all that stuff, and I was like in this giant head wrap, and the pressure on it just gave me a headache. I had a headache for like 2 weeks straight, and like I couldn't sleep. I was just out of it, and so I'm sitting there and I'm watching Soda Poppin' on Twitch because I'm a fucking normie and I only watch like Mizkif and Soda Poppin', and that was like it. That was like my whole Twitch experience was like through them. And of course, Soda plays VR chat and he goes and watches Meech and Crumpet's wedding. And at that point, I'm like, okay, whatever this is, whatever's going on here, I'm hooked. You got me. You got me on the hook for this one. Yeah, yeah. The raw emotion, the pure joy I saw in Crumpet's or on Crumpet when he kissed Meech. You know what I mean? Like that really like whoa. I was like, shit. What the fuck is this? This is real. This is real, but not real, but also very real at the same time. I don't even know what's real or what's fake anymore. And I was like, I need to know more. I need to know more about this. And I was looking all over to try and see what happened afterwards and stuff. And true, true. Yeah, yeah. I kind of talked to Crumpet about that, and it was definitely one of those things that was like, it was good on camera, but definitely like the lasting effects probably, weren't the best. But I don't know if he like regrets it or not. Is the thing. Hmm. Yeah, because like I kind of heard about that sort of stuff, and like I didn't really know like what to think. Because obviously, I don't really like talk to a lot of people outside of the lobby. I'm trying to fix that. I'm trying to be like be around more. I guess I don't know. Just talk without a filter, essentially. Like that's all I've been trying to do lately. Like I want to talk to people like they're people and not put on a pedestal. Yeah. I get you. How do you? Well, yeah. As I guess that would be a conversation for a different time. But like, yeah, I just when I originally saw it, like like I basically my perspective was that of like a chat perspective because I didn't really see, like any of the behind the scenes stuff. And but I could tell like it definitely put fuel on a fire when that was wholly unnecessary. never wanted to see each other outside of essentially a job kind of thing, I guess. Mm-hmm. I sorry, I didn't I didn't mean to make you go into this whole conversation. If you wanted, like, if this is something that you didn't want to, like get into, like, never feel pressured. Tell me to just shut the fuck up, you know. Um, that being said, I kind of get it in that sort of way because I had a very wait. Oh, you just answering, yeah. Hmm. It's something that you're starting to not necessarily come to terms with because I think you already did come to terms with it, but I think it's more of like you're not letting it hurt you as much, right? Yeah. I've never really had too many interactions with Blaze, so I can't really like speak to their person. That's kind of, like I'd have to sort of defer to you on that because I feel like you've had the most experience out of anybody. I kind of get that. I used to, because I definitely have not talked about this with people, or like outside the lobby, or with some people outside the lobby, where I used to kind of like how you're feeling towards Crumpet. I definitely felt that way towards Iron, and there was like a moment. This is like half a year ago, I think, and it was like very much so, where it was like one-sided, and it was how you're saying like I'm just mad at myself now, or I felt like I was being too pushy to uh, you know to yeah, I'm well aware this is being streamed. It's nothing bad. It's more of me making fun of myself, I guess, or just ragging on myself, because it was very much the same like sort of situation where I was like very much into the idea, and I was like very uh, kind of pushy about it. And, I was told multiple times that Iron's not that kind of person, that like is like they're still recovering from like an old relationship, and like anything that you're doing right now is just gonna make it worse, to a point where it was like I'm sure that they were genuinely like annoyed with me and stuff, and it took a couple people kind of ganging up on me and being uh, very harsh about it before I had to sort of like back off, and yeah, and the only the only way that I was actually like able to recover from this was I had someone else who had feelings for me, because I had met Iron and this other person at the same time, or relatively at the same time. I'd met Iron, or like got to know Iron personally, like back in July, and then like like a week after that, I met this person, and we had that same sort of like interaction, but my feelings were already still like dead set on like Iron, and I was like, listen, like I'm not gonna be wishy-washy, like like I'm gonna be very like not convicted, but I'm gonna have conviction with this. Like I'm gonna like this like I want to show that I'm serious about this, and I'm not gonna be like you know weighing my options between two people. And it really like I don't know. It was just that sort of thing between the two of us, and how that guy was always there to kind of like pick up the pieces that I and like the mess I made for myself when I was trying to be with Iron, and it kind of made me realize that that even though it wasn't a it wasn't something that I would have liked us to bond over. It was something that we did, and he definitely like saved me, kind of thing, from that. And I, after like a lot of advice from other people, including Iron and some people close to him, they're like, you should you should be with this person. This person will make you happy. Iron cannot make you happy, kind of thing. And what you're doing right now is destructive towards everybody. And so I decided that I would pursue that instead. And I mean, we've been together since like October, so actually no, August. We've been together since August, and things are still going pretty good. Like I'm still very happy with that person. But like every time I see iron, it's like it's still that wave comes back to me, and like I feel bad for like all the stuff that I've done, and I feel like guilty about it. And I also feel like I don't know, like the only way that I can like cope with it, I guess, or like still like I'm still like still trying to get over Ian, you know, like if she hangs out with me and is all like cutesy and flirty, like it all comes back, you know, and it's not good. And the only way that I can like cope with it is is you know like you I have to be mean, you know, I have to be like a little like snippy and I would I you know I would always like not like be overtly mean, but I would like I don't know. I'd have to like shell myself away, and I'd give him shit for things that he didn't need to get shit for. And it's only like recently. It was only like it got better on New Year's after we had that like conversation. But like as it's been for a while now, like I'm starting to improve. But this is like you know like 8 months later. Like yeah, it took a long time, and I still have to like I don't know, I still have to give him shit for something to like sort of protect myself, but she kind of understands that too, like in a subtle way, and so she doesn't take anything like any sort of things that I say. She doesn't. I hope she doesn't take to heart, kind of thing. And I'm also I guess kind of a little lucky that they do like things that everyone gives them shit for, like you know like DMs. How she's notoriously bad for not answering DMs. Yeah. So it's I don't know. It's low hanging fruit for that sort of thing, and they don't really take it personally. So it kind of works out. But like Crumpet definitely, he answers every message, and so I you know wouldn't be able to use that excuse in that way. So yeah, I feel for you. Hmm. Yeah, and honestly, if there's anything I can do to help, you know, like even if it's just being in the vicinity, you know, like let me know because I have zero qualms with being there for people and just I don't know, just making things normal, I guess. Yeah, waiting is the worst part. Yeah, I yeah. There, I guess another kind of thing. Um, eventually, I don't know. Eventually, it'll hopefully get better. My only real solution was having someone else there, that I developed feelings for. And I know that's not like the easiest thing, you know what I mean? Like it's oh, relationship in VR. Yeah. I oh, that's me. Sorry, someone's knocking. Hold on. Okay. Um, this is my. Wait, what is this? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's. I'm afraid of that too. Yeah, that's not a cool thing. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I. I feel like. I don't know how to explain it. I think the nicest way to explain, like, or to kind of how I'm like perceiving it is Blue is a very like emotional person and makes sort of decisions based off that emotion. And I guess if somebody is triggering an emotion in her at that time, that is her focus. You know what I mean? And doesn't really pay regard to sort of like the after effect of that. Like it's very much like here and now. Does that sound kind of right? Like she's a very much like here and now kind of person. Mm-hmm. that's something. Like the having something like be physical, you know, outside of VR chat is something I'm really afraid of too. Because uh, my boyfriend, he's been talking to me about like wanting to fly out and see me and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I know he thinks that I'm attractive, white-haired cat girl with some big booba, but like, what about behind, all of this? We do voice calls. I know what he looks like. He knows what I look like, you know. But it's I don't know. I don't believe in myself to be as good as he's believing me to be. And I think part of it's the long distance meeting in VR chat thing, and then another part is the whole trans thing because it's really hard to have self confidence in yourself with the whole trans thing. Actually, one of my coworkers, because this is at like a new place where people are a lot more like my coworkers are a lot more on board. Customers is a different story, but um, this one guy, he's a very much like chill, laid back. His general response to anything you say, he's like very positive, and he's always like, "Dude, that's so fire! Dude, that's fire, man! You get that, you know." And I was like, "God, dude, this guy's vibes is like radiating compared to me. Like I'm so fucking gloomy compared to him." And I was just being mopey one day, and he goes, you need to have more positivity. And I was like, dude, look at me. And he was like, no, you need more body positivity. Come on. And I was like, really, really, the trans person needs more body positivity. Think about that for a second. Think about what you're trying to say right now. And it took him like a second. And he was like, oh. But I don't know. Yeah, it's just the thing I'm pretty afraid of. Cause you can still look good in a picture, but like people can still like the idea of like about of you and stuff, but like until they see you face to face, like it might not really hit. It might not hit him until he gets off the plane and sees me. That like, oh shit. And that's the part that scares me. Hmm. Yeah. Well, it's not that I'm not excited to see him, but it's just I'm more feel more feel fearful. God, words are hard. Like I'm more fearful than I am like excited, I guess. But I'm still like excited because like I guess another thing that was kind of a big deal to me is like I never really got to do like relationships growing up and stuff. Like my longest relationship before this was like 2 weeks, and it was in high school, and it was like not even that good to begin with. Like it was very much like rose tinted and stuff, and then I went without dating a single person for 8 years. Not that I didn't try, because I definitely tried, but I had no success with anybody. Like, and then the whole trans thing, and then I tried again, and it went from like it went from, oh, I'm single, to this sucks, to yeah, this really sucks now, to you know what, I'm kind of over it. You know what, being single, it's fine. It's fine. To shit, this is gonna be the rest of my life. To now, this is just painful. Existence is pain. Like I went full circle kind of thing. And now I was like, it doesn't even suck now. It just hurts. Just like the hope of having something, and it was like 8 years before I finally had success, essentially. And I was like getting stood up, uh, getting one night standed when I didn't think so, or didn't think that's what was gonna happen. Uh, Getting like just denied on the first date. Getting stood up multiple times. That sort of stuff. Just keep putting myself out there and keep getting burned. And it was not great. So I really don't want to like fuck this up, or yeah, yeah, I hope you guys work it out, because honestly, like, you deserve to be happy, and Crumpet deserves to be happy, and it may not be the way that everyone wishes for, but just no pain, no more pain. Mhm. Intentionally. Nice. Mhm. I definitely picked that up because there have been times when I just want to be like, Crumpet, let's just you and me, let's just play a game, you know. Like I want to be better friends with him, not from like a crush perspective, but just you know, just get closer, I guess, in general. And it's very hard for him to like do that. And I have to kind of apologize because the thing I made for Crumpet way back when or the made for Crumpet or that you know that he yeah yeah and I'm sorry that it took so long. If I had known the reason, I would have post haste got it done. You know? I mean, I have it. If you want to see all the bells and whistles, it's not gonna be the same. I know. You're turning 28 this month? Wow. I'm turning 28 this year. We're both two old fucks. You know that? We're getting old. Getting old, Firefox. I can't take it. I don't want to be old. Yeah, I know. Crumpets, yeah. He's like 24 or something, right? Yeah. Well, I think it's because it's more like there's a lot. Okay, so the way I kind of, I almost want to say justify my actions sometimes until we I don't know. Uh oh. So like mentally, I feel like I'm like 22 and stuff because it took me so long to get to a place where I could start to you know focus on the being more mature rather than figuring out like what to do with myself. Does that kind of make sense? I don't know. because like the way doctors explain it to you is like you know your body is going through a second puberty, and it's like now you're left to figure shit out all over again, and mentally that kind of fucks with you. And I don't know. That's how I kind of like perceived it was like yeah, yeah. So it's taken me a little bit longer than most to kind of come around. Yeah, yeah. We don't have that sort of experience and stuff, and it's just it's we're just still trying to figure it out, and some people kind of have been there, done that. They're like, we'll figure it out, forehead, and we're like, we're trying, stop. It's oh, there goes my puppy. Yep, it's that time. She wants to play. She's so my dog. She's like a blue heeler, and basically, if you so much as like look at her for more than 10 seconds, she assumes that you want to play. So somebody riled her up. Yeah, blue healers do have a lot of energy. Um, I don't think you come off as resentful. I think you just are just not having a filter like to it. It's not. It's neither. There is neither love nor hate in it. It's just your experience, you know. And it's sort of. It almost actually sounds like unbiased, even though it's your direct. Your direct experience. Like it's almost something like that you would read like a reporter saying, like if they're like writing a news article about something, it's supposed to be like unbiased and left up to the reader to sort of like formulate an opinion. Presenting facts. I don't think it's coming off as the way that you've like sat down and actually explained it. This is what people should be seeing. They shouldn't be seeing like like little offhand, comments that other people make, uh, or like the sort of lobby gossip. Like this is literally like the long form explanation of stuff that like people unfortunately don't look at, like they should. Like today's stuff is all about taking little blurbs and stuff like that, which is fucked up, but yeah. Yeah, take like a small snippet. But it's like, I don't know. I like to think that as long as something like this is out there, like the people that are like worthy of your time and attention, like see this. I guess rather than just hear something they heard from someone else, or watch a Twitch clip that somebody sent them, and then be like, "Yep, that's the whole story. That's gotta be, that was a TLDR, but I'm gonna pretend like it wasn't." I feel like that would, like, and that's the kind of people that don't really deserve your attention. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, as long as listen, as long as you feel better by doing so, as long as like this is something that can help you recover, or not recover, but just kind of get it, help you move past it, then I mean it's all for it. It's literally free therapy. You don't have to pay $200 a month or $200 a session like I did to fucking shut their feelings. Actually, something really funny about that. Yeah, you don't have that kind of money. I don't have that kind of money. I don't have that kind of fucking money. And I was like, oh, like, so my first session was like, my therapist was like, or it wasn't the first. It was like the third session. She was like, "Wow, you're really like just like you don't hide anything." And I look at her. I was like, "Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I can't afford to hide anything. This is $200 an hour. Like I can't afford to lie. I can't afford to listen. This is literally just all, all out on the table. I can't afford to lie here. I'm sorry. I can't afford to make it look like I'm a decent human being. Like it's all out, you know." Like I can't afford it. I can't lie to you. I'm laying it all out. Help me solve my problems, please. I can't afford much left. Yeah. Get paid to spill your guts out. Literally. Literally. Except I only spill my guts out on other people's streams. I never do it on my own. I'm always Yeah. Sometimes it's easier to talk about it because like one of the nice things with a therapist is that they're able to listen to you and give you like like give you like feedback. And I kind of learned that the job of a therapist isn't to tell you how you're supposed to feel, but they're supposed to sort of like ask you the right questions that have like they get you to arrive to an answer on your own. on like the feelings you have to do, or the feelings that you have, and like the problems that you want to solve. And once you've identified the problem, like once they've asked enough questions for you to identify your problem, and in a way that allows you to like sort of accept it and want to improve, like actively improve, then they sort of kind of give you a direction, but it's still like all up to you, like how you want to like pursue it. And they're there to just kind of, I don't know, they're just there to ask the right kind of questions, I guess, is like the simplest way that I kind of perceived it. Because I was definitely like trying to analyze like my therapist, and that was sort of the vibe that you know, I kind of like caught on to was they're just trying to help you help yourself and stuff. Yeah, yeah, and that's definitely what uh like saying stuff on stream can do, because even if there's like not the right things, or or things that you want to hear, like there's things that you know like want to hear and don't want to hear, kind of thing, like you'll still see the things that will help you. Like there's odds are there's going to be someone there who's asking the kind of question that'll help you, not just not just the person that'll tell you like you're never wrong, you're a goddess, you're literally perfection incarnate. Or like then there's the opposite end, where there's like a person just telling you like stuff to just be mean to you. But like somewhere in between, there's somebody who's gonna ask the right kind of question, and that's the thing that's gonna stand up or stand out to you. Well, I mean, it's because people enjoy you. Listen, I just you playing golf that day, okay, and me watching it and making a literal like white people happy face in front of my sister's fiance. Like that's what makes it worth it. You know what I mean? Like you just doing your thing, literally. Like it shouldn't like you. I don't think you should ever feel bad, because what you give is something that is like it's worth more than money. You know? You're Yuki. Actually, oh, okay. So the other day, I because I was like watching, because I okay, I will admit that uh, I may or may not be turning into a Firefox simp. Okay, but in the best way. Like like I don't know. I enjoy watching you. You're a very fun person to be around, and it relaxes me. It makes me calm. And I will admit, the other day I tried to start a hype train, not really understanding that the hype train was still on cooldown, and I needed some friends to help bust me out of an awkward situation, because I was like I wanted to start a hype train, and so I might have dropped a fiver one day, and I might have realized that it wasn't going to start the hype train, and then I was like, quick, because I was in a Discord call. I was like, quick, quick, someone else, quick, someone else do it, quick. And then they dropped it, and then that didn't start the hype train. And then someone else did it too, and then that didn't start the hype train. And I was like, well, at least I'm not alone now. At least I'm not awkwardly just dropping a 5 and not saying anything. Yeah. I don't know. I just wanted to show my appreciation, and I was like, "Let's start a hype train. Let's do it. And let me get that tiny little conductor badge, and and be proud of myself." And then it turns out I didn't. I didn't do it at all. It was the exact opposite. Yeah, just like that. Threw down a fiver. Oh my god, I'm gonna risk it. Hold on a sec. This is happening live on stream. Hold on. Will it happen? I don't know. I'm waiting. I'm pausing. I'm holding my breath. Fuck! I didn't do it! Ugh! Fucked up! Oh wait, hold on. No, I know how to start it. Hold on. No. No one do anything. No one touch it. No one touch it. No one touch it. No one. Nope. Hold on. Wait. 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 Fuck you! Oh, someone else did it. You fuck. You motherfucker. You already had a hype train! Why are you. Oh my god. He's stealing it. He's stealing it! What the fuck? I said don't! I literally said do not! What the fuck, dude? I know how to do that. I know how to. Oh my god, you get. Oh. Okay. There's a trick. You can two-person hype train. You gift anonymously, and then you gift on your normal, or you gift normally, and then one other person does it. Boom. Hype train started. I was on it. I was fucking on it. I was gonna do it. It was mine. It was my hype train. Oh my fucking god. It's gonna be mine. I almost had it. I slammed my glass desk in frustration. Ooh. It was mine. It was mine. I wanted the little wheels and the conductor thing that went on top of it. I wanted to make a little choo-choo noise. What a fucked up day. Okay, listen, you don't even know. My whole thing is scuffed. Oh, thank you. Listen, Firefox. It's not me if it's not scuffed. Okay, that's all you need to know. Listen. If my first stream, I was actually. Oh my god, everything was so scuffed. My very first stream, I had Windows notifications turned on, and every time somebody sent a dono, a little pop-up would pop up from Hotmail saying I received a dono, and I was just I was doxing everybody. It was bad. But luckily, also it was so scuffed that I didn't realize that you had to actually click the option to save VODs. So my first 3 streams don't exist because the first time someone told me, and then the second time I forgot, and then the third time I tried to do it mid-stream and it didn't work. So. And then I don't know. I just every time I've tried streaming, it's been so scuffed. I got I didn't realize that when you apply for affiliate, it's like instantly accepted. And I had to call as many friends as I could in the middle of the night, in the middle of the night on a Friday night, and tell them, get your founders badges, quick, quick. And some people got them, and some people didn't. Basically, it was really scuffed. I thought it was like something I could, you know, yeah. I thought it was something that I could just flip on, you know, and we would like plan it so that the right people would get founders badges. We so so a couple of my friends who are like the mods and stuff, they're like, oh, don't worry, we've prepared. We've already pre-banned people who we don't want getting founders badges. Like they actually like they yeah. Yeah, they're like, listen, this person's a founder badge hunter, and we're not having that shit. Not here. That shit's not gonna fly. So they banned. I think they did ban Magic for the first part. I know they banned Magic. I think they banned Chadsy, and I think they might have banned Peepus. But this was like, here's the thing. This was all without my knowledge too. They're just like, nah, fuck that. We're not putting this up to chance. And I remember I called Crumpet in the middle of Friday night, and he was drunk. He was drunk on the floor, and I was like, Crumpet, Crumpet, I just got affiliate. Do you want to get a founder's badge? And he's like, what? What? Okay, hold on. Send me a link. And he Twitch primed me, and he got it. He was number 8 on the on the list. But it was like so difficult because he was like drunk, and I had to send him the link, and he had to just do it while laying on the floor in VR. And then he did it, and then he told me how proud he was of me that I got affiliate. All right. This Ian person is being a real character. You are. I'm gonna put you on my list. You know. Yeah. Don't you smile at me? Does it feel like that? I don't know. It's it's nice, yeah. Cause like I don't, well, cause like I'm not in VR kind of thing, so I'm literally just sitting here just chatting. But this is like the same kind of conversation I'd have with somebody, you know, who's like sitting next to me. You know what I mean? Like I'm not, yeah. I'm like half tempted to like start walking around. I have this thing where like if I'm talking to somebody on the phone, I can't sit still. I'm literally walking room to room throughout I will take hot laps around the house because I for some reason cannot sit still and talk. I don't know, it's like weird. I complete silence or never stop talking. That's me, dude. I can't stop I literally have been talking nonstop this entire time. It's my one redeeming quality when I try to talk to people is that either I can just fill it as background noise, or just totally I won't stop making noise, man. Or I am like in a corner, just kind of like minding my own business. Like like at work and stuff, like I rarely like talk to people unless I have to. Like I'll usually just be like looking down doing my work, and I'll like and it'll be like weird because like I'll be talking to like multiple customers and stuff, but like I'm able to interact with people and like where other people can hear me and they think they're still having a conversation with me, but in reality I'm like interacting with somebody else, and I'm just like so dead quiet. Like other people at my work, they have like a really hard time with it, but I'm just like I'm all over the place. And then as soon as I get home, I'm just like blah 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 blah. Blah. You know, I can't. Especially when it's something I feel like comfortable talking about. Like I go a little too ham sometimes. Like talk to me about Vindy sometime. I'll keep you there all goddamn day. Oh, it's like you won't even care by the end of yours. Like I didn't ask. I did literally did not ask. I'm like, oh, I'm telling you anyways. Yeah. So I may or may not have gotten more. Because I'm like looking at your chat and everyone's doing emotes and stuff, or talking about emotes. I may or may not have commissioned more emotes, even though I cannot use them in a Twitch emote capacity. And I'm like debating on making them like BTTV emotes. But the problem is that they're just they're, they were so expensive. I don't want to make a BTTV emotes. They, they cost me so much money. I don't want to do it. Yeah. Do you want me to show you the person I got my emails from? Cause like I don't mean to brag, but I kind of like my emotes. They're pretty pog. Wait a few weeks ago. That's true. I could say well the hurry up and film some stuff so I can get actual better TV emotes. Okay. Okay, hey, whoa, Julie, hold on a second. You're the one who offered to do it, and you're never around. What do you mean, get some better BTTV emotes? You're never around to record them. Wait, oh my god, actual expose. Yeah, I I was like, I part of me like my first thought was like, oh, I should go to Clicked or you know or someone like in the community, but like everyone's so goddamn busy. Everyone's so busy, I can't. Yeah. Plus, I don't know. I part of me would feel like part of me feels like I don't deserve to get someone like Clicked to draw me stuff. I I also kind of drained my bank account recently with art commissions. I don't know if you've seen some of the stuff I've been posting in Rob's art chat, but I went a little ham for a bit. because it all started because there's this site called Pixiv, and it's sort of like a Japanese DeviantArt, except it's just for like illustrations, and it's mostly for Japanese people, and a lot of like manga authors and stuff like they all like post stuff on there, and this one that I like reading a lot of their work and stuff. They actually delve like a lot into like trans stuff and various other like gender issues, but mainly like they're really into like the idea of like trans people, and so I was following their work, and then one day I saw that they had like a little button below their thing that said accepting requests, and I was like, oh, let's try this, and it was like 8,000 yen, which is like $80. And I was like, wait, so you're telling me for $80 I can get someone who I hold like in high regard? I'm like, you know what I mean? Like someone who I think I'd never be able to interact with. And I'm like, wait, and they'll draw me for $80. Actually, it was technically cheaper. It was like $60, but I gave them 80. Like they're like minimum is like 60, and I was like, fuck you, no. I want to throw money at this. This is my only way to solve this problem. And luckily they accepted, and they drew my character. They drew a couple little like sketches of my character, which is the thing I have on my profile picture. It's like the profile picture and my current like avatar profile pic. So like on the screenshot, or not the screenshot, like on the social tab and stuff. And I was yeah, I was super happy. Uh, Drew, you got a buttload of subs. Um, Also, sorry, I'm reading something in your chat. Yeah, Pixiv's all in Japanese. There are American users, but I mean, nothing Google Translate can't solve. You know what I mean? And there is an English option for the website itself. I draw really sick stickmans and girls. No, Chadsy, I'm not in chat. I'm on stream. Get it right. What the fuck, dude? What hell, man? There's this site that I've been going to recently. Because there's a Japanese commission site called, it's like Skeb. It's like skeb.jp or something. And that one is where like you can get some really top tier stuff. There's another like manga artist that I check their thing like 3 times a day to see when they're opening. I've been checking it for like the past like 2 weeks. I check it like 3 times a day for like 2 weeks now to see if they're ever gonna open up their thing. Because I am like, I literally, it's like when you buy gas. You're like whatever the price is, it is what it is. It's gonna be taken out of my bank account. I need it to survive. I need it to do my, to live and do things. So whatever the price it is, I'm just like, my bank account's taking a hit. I can't. Like I have zero say in the option. It's gonna happen. It's a matter of you know yeah. And so there's a another site that's very similar called Sketchmob, but uh, instead of like it being strictly for like Japanese, this one is like filled with like I've noticed like mainly like Indonesian people, which I learned is there's a huge artist community, like Indonesian artist like community, and that's where like apparently companies like outsource like animations and stuff. Like if something needs to be like drawn, like they'll outsource it to like Indonesia and like other Southeast Asian countries and stuff like that. And so there's a ton of very budget-friendly artists on there, and my wallet thanked me very kindly for what I was about to do, essentially. And one of the nice ones was like, I'll send you a picture of the one that I'm like super, uh, like all about. Hold on, let me bring it up. Oop, yeah. So this one is like my favorite one by far. Uh, it was like it was $70 for this, and it was like it was full body, color, simple background, um, and I also bought the copyright to it, and it was $70. Like I'd like to think that that turned out, you know, like 500. Oh my God. Okay, just like various commissions. True. Yeah, that's basically. I spent like 400 ish by the end of it. Like that was like how much I spent last month on stuff. It was, whew, whew, that hurt. Yeah, I don't know. I saw it as like a business kind of expense. Like that was like how I justified it. I was like, because like art is something people can enjoy, but emotes are something people can enjoy and use. Um, it depends. Like say you got fan art, but you also wanted to make it like a poster or something, and that's like something you negotiated in the price. Like how with me, I would absolutely be overjoyed to make that like that picture I sent you into a poster, and I would totally like make it for myself. And also, if I ever, I don't know, like if I ever got enough like of an audience to warrant like merchandise, you know, then that's what I'd want to do. Like I'd do it. Yeah. Hmm. I really like your It's the one that clicked Drew. No, was it clicked? No, I think it was Seductive Banana. It's like it's the picture of your room and you're like tripping on a pretzel. See that is something like I would like make a poster of and put it up on my wall. Like I would pay for that. You know what I mean? Actually, wait, there is one more that I got recently that I would make into a poster. Actually, sorry, there's two because I totally spaced the one I got with Gamori. I was so oh my god, I was so heartbroken. I so last was it last art contest? I got something for me and Gamori, and it was supposed to be like a Persona 5 sort of reference. And I was gonna have I was gonna have the clothing of a character from Persona 5, and it was gonna be like a giant like Gamori summon behind me. And I told the guy like because I commissioned it like kind of early in advance, and I told him I was like I need it by Saturday kind of thing. So if I wanted to like color it, because he didn't do color illustrations, he only did just like the line art and stuff because he had like a comic kind of style to it. And I was like, okay, so if I really wanted to, I could color. You know, I could color inside the lines too. I'd have enough time. And I would have, made it look like really cool. And Saturday passed and no response, and then Sunday morning passed, and I was like, hey, like it doesn't matter as long as I get it before like 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, please, please. And of course nothing. And then like 7:30 came, and he's like, I'll get it to you he goes, I'll get it to you in few hour. And I was like, how long few hour? Like hour and a half, 2 hours, like 2 hours, please, 2 hours. I can maybe make work. Late submission, still get in time. Nope, didn't come in. Didn't come in till 10:30. I was really sad about that. So, uh, yeah. The thing that bugged me is like they agreed that they would get it done by Saturday, and they never did. So I was like, oh. But it kind of worked out because then it gave me more time with it because I'm like, well, now it's not needed for anything specific. So then I ended up coloring it in and stuff, and that like you can see like the color on it. I don't know if you have like a screen up that allows you to see what I've been sending you. I hope so. You know what I mean? Like you just smile and nodding, just like, of course I've seen it. You have a glass desk too? Are we part of the glass desk gang? You needed the VR space, sacrifices had to be made. Or is it gotcha. I need to get shelves. Like that's the big thing for my room. because I've always been used to like like not necessarily like the desk, but like I had like my dresser. I would stack shit on top of that. I would have like a nightstand, and I'd stack shit on top of that. But like I've never had like cabinets or shelves. What's up? Okay. Sounds like to me you need a wide desk. So, I used to live in Arizona. Like, I went there for college and stuff. By the way, Arizona sucks. I don't care what anyone says. That place is a testament to mankind's arrogance because it is way too hot to live there, and also the people are fucking weird half the time. No offense, people from Arizona, but you know exactly who I'm talking about. Um, uh, so when I was there, I got a surprise, surprise, a glass desk, but it was so wide that I could sit all the way up to the base of it, and I could stretch my hands out as far as I could, and I wouldn't touch the ends. It was like I think it was like 65 inches, like wide, and that desk made me so happy. I could literally store everything I wanted. I could store my Halo Reach statue. I could store my monitor, my second monitor, my tower, my PlayStation 3, my 53 water bottles that I refuse to throw out. I was a water bottle fiend back then, but that was only because you couldn't drink from the tap or anything in Arizona. Their water was like full of lead and stuff, and you just had to like buy bottles of water all the time. Why is it? So I kind of lucked out in terms of like speakers because my my aunt and uncle, like back in the 90s, they had to have like the most expensive everything, and turns out they could not afford the most expensive everything, and they went bankrupt twice, and they had to sell a lot of stuff, but they kept a lot of stuff too, like in storage. And when my uncle passed away, my aunt was like, "Get all this electronic shit out of here." So they gave me this extremely expensive home theater system, and it was like, what was it? I don't know. It was like a. I think she said it was like a $10,000 like home theater system, like the whole setup. But I only got like a couple speakers and uh like the main like hub thing, and I use that for my computer, like like stereo, and it's really cool and I enjoy it. But I was like, fuck, dude, this is because it's like they're the nicest speakers I've ever owned, and they get so loud and they don't pop or anything. Like they're ridiculous, and I really like lucked out, I guess, because they're nice. Oh my god, Firefox! I just realized it's 8:13. Oh wait, no. Do we start game night at 8:13 or at 8 anymore? I don't even know. Did it start? Oh no, Crumpet's still. Oh, Crumpet's in fucking the jacuzzi right now. Okay, no, we're good. I was like afraid for a second. I was like, oh fuck, did we miss? Did we miss game night? Spike Tiger, I have noticed you're lacking on posting content in Helena's chat. If you would so please, uh, more well toned. If you go to the jacuzzi, I won't give you anything. There's nothing in it for you from me. Wait, what? Wait, what happened? Wait, am I being bribed to stay here? Like, wait, hold on a second. What's going on right now? Oh, okay. You know, that's how I got my index. Technically, I was bribed. Because I used to have, well, I still have it technically. Uh, I always played on a like an original Vive, and I made some friends with some people in Helena's chat, and they're like, "Why don't you stream?" And I'm like, "Because I'm me." Like, what do you mean? Why would I stream? I'm terrible at it. I'm still terrible at it. And they were like, "Well, what's it gonna take?" And in my mind, I was like, "Well, I'm gonna demand something ridiculous and unreasonable." So I said, "If you can get me Valve Knuckles, I'll turn on a stream." And they called me on my bet or on my demand, They're like, yeah, do it. You won't, you won't. And I was like, you know what? Fine, I will. And I played COD Zombies for like a little while. And oh my God, speaking of Helena, um, yeah. So I turned on my stream, and it was super scuffed secret stream, and like 30 people showed up for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know how they found out. To be honest, like B Bardo was there, and I was like, what the fuck? How did B Bardo figure this out? So and so there was I was like, well, look, you gotta pay up, and lo and behold, they did. They did, and a lot more, and it got really, really high, and even Bardo dropped a bunch of money, and he's like, here, and then there was a joke about pre-ordering tier 3 subs, and a little bit more money got dropped, and so it got. I was like, wow, this is almost enough money to buy an index, and they're like, well, let's just make it all the way, and then they did, and so then I bought an index. I'm, I don't know. I part of me was like, I can't believe they did that, but the other part of me was like, the first night I met them, they literally dropped 400 subs on Helena, so I was like, I'm surprised but not surprised. Yeah, that's true. The wireless on it really like that. Like if you well, like you would definitely be like one of the few people that would like extremely benefit from wireless, because like it's just like a normal VR user versus full body versus like full body wireless with like index controllers, and it's yeah, like there's different levels and different like needs, and you're definitely on that list that needs like everything, like the best of every bit, and visual fidelity wise, it's not like super much of a setback from a Vive Pro and an Index kind of thing. Like you get way more out of the wireless. That's true. It's really hard to achieve good performance on VR chat. Uh oh, I'm being ding donged. Oh no, Helena, why did you see that? No, no, why are you doing that? God damn it! They just ding dunked me. They're like, quick, bullies in Firefox's chat, spilling the beans. There's Toronto, ding dunking. Yep, yep. Now, God damn it! There's Daz giving me the fucking weird champ. That's not even the right weird champ. Where's the You need the rock. It's not a good. Oh my. And Alfie and Phil. Okay, you guys are all cringe. And Zen. Oh, okay. Zen, I'm gonna fucking crash you on my chat. I'm actually. You know what? I'm gonna go do that real quick. I have So, uh, one of my friends. His name is Zen, and he has a laptop that's not quite that powerful, and if he receives too many emote spam, it tends to crash him. And so, as a joke, we made a channel point reward to crash him, and to make things even better, we made him make the emote that we'd spam to crash him with. So, yeah. We did the Twitch equivalent of making him dig his own grave. It, it's a very special moment. Crash time. Yeah. If you go to my channel and just spam it on, you're gonna crash his chat arena. And we would do that very often, like in the middle of the night. Oh, it's happening! It's already happening. I can see it happening. Oh no! So we even have a nightbot command that pings certain people. Letting them know that the spam time has arrived. Yeah. Do I have my own Discord? No, I don't. If you type Discord, it sends you to a broken link. Because I don't want the yeah, it's a whole thing. You don't get how it like crashes people? It's I think it's the loading and like the processing. Like I don't know how, like specifically, but like I definitely know that if you do it on like if you're watching on mobile, your phone gets a little spicy for sure. Yeah. And actually, oh god, it's still going. I can see it. Um, so the channel point reward, it's called Crash Mobile Users, but then in like the description, it says it says, but really it's just for Zen. And that's my one little inside joke I got going on. I guess I need to make more. I need to stream more so I can make more inside jokes. So then people will see all the funny things and be like, "Oh, there's so much I'm missing. I should become a part of this." It's all an elaborate ploy to get them in. You crashed him. Yeah, I think it's so. Yep, yep, and Zen is the gift that keeps giving. Oh, you hear that, Phil? You're now sale box. And it does. All the homies getting hit today. Wait, what happened to Gamori? Wait, simp? Did Gamori just call me a simp? Oh oh my god, my mute. Oh my god, my mute shits on me so much that I'm not even. Listen, Gamori's not even my mute. Okay, I'm Gamori's. No, sorry. Yeah, I'm Gamori's talker. Like, yeah, Gamori's not my mute. I'm Gamori's talker. That's how that. That's how that role plays. Okay, she fucks with me so much. She, because, okay, so, uh, like, I don't know, it was like a week ago or something. I had a DGen avatar and I was showing it off to some people, and Gamori's sitting in the corner, just staring at me, mind you. And I'm like, don't judge me, Gamori, okay? I have needs too. And I'm like talking about all this stuff, that I think is just me and the people in the room. And it turns out Gamori is sitting there streaming her to Discord to all of like our normal friends. So it's me with, you know, with just the big boobas out, the girls, you know, and and I don't think so. I think I think you're not supposed to stream for profit is like the deal. Cuz like yeah, Discord streams. I'm not snitching. I'm telling a funny story, okay? But basically, so I'm like talking about all this stuff that should not have left the room. And Gamori's sitting there streaming, and I go, Gamori, why? You know, she's got a little sad face going. I'm like, Gamori, listen. I know, you're not like I'm disappointing you. You're like a parent where you're like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. You know, like I'm more degen than you thought. I don't know. I'm sorry. And I'm like, and she's just looking at me, and I'm like, oh shit, did she send me a message on Discord? So I go to check my Discord, and I look at Gamori's status, and is sharing their screen. And I'm like, you betrayed me. And so I'm like looking at her stream now, like I have it pulled up, and she goes and looks at herself in the mirror and just does the biggest fucking smug face I've ever seen. And I'm just like, you. Oh my god, she got me. She got me so fucking good. It's okay. Oh, I think I know. I think I know the map you're talking about. Does it have like a boatload of avatars that are like privated and stuff? No. Oh my god, I finally. Wait, hold on. Go ahead. Oh yeah, that was literally me today when I fucking went to go. Oh my god. Like what I told the first thing I told you when I came in here. I was like, I went to go sign off, but before I signed off, I went to go look at myself in the mirror, and it turns out I had my door open. Yeah, I was like, yeah. Oh, that fucking. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm right there with you. That being said, I recently discovered an avatar Discord that is full of things, you know, and it was definitely interesting because there was a set of assets in there that were phallic in nature, and very exotic phallic in nature, and they might or might not have already had the new degen shader pre-installed on them. Yeah, and I may or may not have downloaded that. Well, if you wanted to see how it worked, you should have been there on Saturday because fucking Sweepo had it on his goddamn avatar and he was using it as a horny metal detector and walking up to people and seeing if it would react to people's crotches. And lo and behold, it works on my crotch, of course. Shocker. And fucking he proceeded to tell everybody that if they wanted to see how it worked was to specifically find Boulevardy and ask them to show the shader. Yeah, it was really fucked up. I have a I have like a safe version I can show you where it's literally just tubes and stuff, like just non-descriptive objects kind of thing, or like, but it's more of like a I don't know. It's probably still not safe considering the context. Yeah, but come see me off stream. I'll show you. I'll show you how it works. Huh? Oh, it's called the penetration shader. Or penetration system. It's yeah. Wait, no, Magic, I don't have a Discord. If you type !Discord, it's not going to take you anywhere. I don't have a Discord. I was just so excited to do that with someone to like jump in the depths of your view. You can sit down, just kind of don't have anyone to do that with. True, it's a world of difference if you're doing it like with with like romantic feelings rather than just like I just want to have fun and get fucked, you know, like I just want to like the whole thing that I just want to get passed around like the village bicycle. I don't know. It's yeah. This is okay. One, I didn't find my avatars there. I made my avatar. Thank you, Magic. Okay. Okay. These boobas that you saw on Saturday, that was made by me. Okay, that was hand sculpted by me, built to perfection. I don't want to hear it. But yes, you saw some things Saturday, Magic, that I was really hoping you wouldn't have seen, and was surprised that you were there to see them. Oh, yeah, it had like, well, no, it had phallic assets. I don't have them on my avatar though. I haven't messed with those yet. Okay, hold on a sec, Magic. I don't want to hear that from you because I know what you've been doing. Don't even. I'm not gonna call magic out. Because to call magic out would be to call someone else out too. And I don't really want to do that. Why are you? You know. What? Who would I be calling out? No, DM me. Hold on, no. Don't DM Magic. DM me. Who do you think that I'm referring to? Here, you can write it. Like, write it behind the camera with a pen. Who you think I'm talking about? Oh, okay, what a tease. What a tease. You were so happy. You're like, I know it. Oh my god, I know. And now you're like, I'm just, don't even worry about it. It's true, you can just unmute and tell me. They won't hear it. I'll hear it. Totally the long con. I didn't just chat you up for like almost 3 hours just to secretly get you to talk to me. It's just dang. Oh shit! They finally hit 100. Or 1,000. Sorry, I'm stupid. I can't count. Ah, damn! Look at that. I haven't seen one of them since Failbox. That's a big deal. 1,000 subs is a lot of fucking money. God damn. What kind of car do you have? Why am I not surprised? I feel like I feel like I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, please say it's blue. What? Yellow. I'm speechless. Where for seductive minute spamming Wicked right now. This is literally the most opportune time. Um, so when I used to work in the auto body industry, people were they were very much like into cars and stuff, obviously, but like it was an emphasis on like having a good car and stuff, and whether you had like a car that you modified to like be good, or you just had you went out and bought a good car. And I had a beat up green Honda Civic with peeling paint because my sister pawned it off on me because she convinced my mom to drain my savings account and put it towards getting a new car under the guise of well they need a new car too, or they need to have a car to travel around too, so it's a win-win. I could just sell it to you and you could just take the money out of their account and then they could have the car and I could put it towards my new car. And I had zero say in this conversation. What? Toronto, you think oh my god. Alright, you thought you were getting that thing later? Oh my god, nope, you're not getting it now. Oh, you fucked up. You've done fucked up. Oh. What the fuck? Anyways, where were we? Oh, right, cars. So they pressured me to get a car, like at my job. They're like, get rid of that shitty Honda. Just do it. Just. Okay, you say take off the glasses. I have. Okay, Firefox. When have you ever seen me without my glasses? Exactly. Okay, and I might have taken them off on Saturday behind closed doors and off stream where no one can see. And well, it was on the ERP model, so I guess it was a 2-for-1. But it was for a very specific reason. Okay, it was a very, very, very specific reason, and that's because there was something that required the glasses to be off. No, 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 no. That's not true. That's not true. I'll send you a really nice one. But okay. Do you want to see me without my glasses? Well, it's either yes or no. What? Your speech thing is yes. You want to see it. Okay. It has to be off camera because it's not as safe. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me get over here first so I can make sure. judge me, okay? Creeping in. Coming in. This is one of them. Okay, no, 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 don't. No, don't. Okay. Oh fuck, I can't do that one. I'll do this one. This is fine. Now I'm at closer level. Okay. So, you ready? Crumpet said I looked like a fucked up Harry Potter. See? I don't. Wait, yeah, that I do look like a fucked up Harry Potter. What do you mean? Okay, and the reason why was because of this. And I'm just gonna say, hold on, while I'm here, while this is, you know, look at these, look at these. Are they not just perfection? Are they not beautiful? Tell me that they don't look good. Tell me they don't look good. Thank you. I made them myself. Wait, what's 40 IP? Wait, what? Oh, for ERP. Okay, I get it. Anyways, so yeah, you've seen me without my glasses. It is, you know, I don't know if it's what you expected or not, but yeah, there's a reason why I don't I don't wear them. Or hey, I don't ever take them off. Oh damn, that's a big bitty. This big bitty talking about titties. Let's go. You want to see it when you're not drunk? I'll show you magic. Just ask whenever you're sober. You'll get on right now. Okay, okay. I didn't know that my boobas were in that high of demand. Then again, I am, quote, the or the Boulevardi. Yeah. Yeah. Bully, please. You don't even know. I don't know. I literally do not know. Okay. All I know is that if I'm ever on like Rob stream, it's just a bunch of spam of boobas, and that's the only way I know that I'm still relevant in the lobby. Is if I can see booba spam. I have one of those. For VR chat, I mean, not IRL. I went looking. Listen, I went looking for a very extensive collection of things, and turns out there was a set of stuff that I showed you before. I think I'm pretty sure I told you the how I had to go through a proxy buying service in order to get certain toys off booth because my credit card wouldn't allow me to, like, to buy it directly. Yeah. Yeah, so there's like a service that you can get where it's like people will buy stuff for you in Japan and then send it to you. And normally it's for like buying like limited edition stuff or like how people who do like Pokemon cards and stuff, they have to go through a proxy buy service to get like special edition boxes and stuff because they'll only ship to people with like Japanese addresses. So this service is like a thing where they'll buy it and then send it to you. And I had to explain to somebody that I wanted to buy certain objects. Kind of stuff, and they didn't judge, and it all leveled out. And then also I learned that the very person that sells those is actually in those DJ and Avatar Discords, and I literally could have just messaged them. So I did all of that for nothing. Got to do that to buy from Yahoo Japan for car parts. See, that's one of the things they advertised was like the Yahoo Marketplace. Yeah. Yeah, it was weird. You definitely big brained that. I think, well, this is just my humble opinion, but I think that they would appreciate the views, the view more sideways like that. And I don't know how long they'd want to keep it like that. Ah, you lock the screen. What do you mean? Lock rotation. Don't even bother. True, that's also big brain. Oh my god, magic's actually coming. Or don't think they're coming in here. I think that's up to you. But oh my god. Oh, now I can stare out at the people. I don't have to. There you go. I'm near dwelling. Let's go. A hairstyle from the side? True. I made it a little short bob. My old hairstyle had like a bun in the back. And then I brought it back to like this sort of A-line cut. And then check this out. I made go with this one. I don't mind the weight paint on it. It's atrocious because I need to put it on a new body, but it's really cute. Ooh. Can I get on this thing, or am I just gonna fall through? Oh, I am gonna fall through. Ruined. Okay, fine. I'll just have to do this. I see you, magic. Look, I got little buns. I got little twin buns. Aren't they cute? Well, the idea was that if you're looking at me head on, they kind of like mush together, kind of thing. Like if you look at, yeah. So it kind of looks like they're just part of the twin buns. Yeah. Yeah, so it's really, hey, that's Happy's avatar that they wear. Like that's their like offspring. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, now it's working? Oh, now it's working. Wow, okay. God, dude, I'm sitting so weird. Oh, no, it's not working. I'm still stuck through the couch. Whatever. It's fine. Actually, no, can I do this? No, I'm now lurking behind. Such a bad pose. This is actually such a bad pose. Yeah. But, well, yeah, see, look, now magic can get in front. We're all good. Listen, I don't think you should ever feel embarrassed about anything you ever do, Firefox. Whether it be wanting to do like sexual things or not, because honestly, that's just how people are. Like that's how everyone is, whether they like to admit it or not. And to be honest, I really enjoy being in my avatar, mostly because it's like a as close to a legitimate female body as it's gonna get, because you know you just I don't know, things just feel right. Like I don't know about you, but when I first like tried on like female clothes and stuff, like something just kind of clicked, and like the way that I like walked and the way that I like my body language basically changed, kind of thing, like very naturally. And that's how I was like, oh shit, oh shit, what did I just do? Yeah, yeah. It's like so, like part of yeah, like your not necessarily like demeanor, like attitude, but like just the body language that you have, like it changes, and it's something that like you're like, oh wow, it feels very natural. Like it doesn't feel like you're like it doesn't feel like awkward to be in. Yeah, like, I was like that with like dresses and stuff. Is Rod live? I don't know. See, there's a ping in there, but Crumpet is still not in the lobby. But Crumpet did start VR chat, but he's not in the world. He's in his home world. I'll forget to show that again. Like I'll show you.